After watching this video, you are going to be rushing your little booties over to the Dollar Tree to get some of the stuff to make these adorable Halloween DIYs. I know they say you're supposed to save the best for last, but I'm just throwing caution to the wind, and we're starting with my favorite one first. They are called tomato cage ghosts. Holy guacamole, are they cute. I'm gonna be upfront with you, these are not 100% Dollar Tree, but you can do them very affordable and on a budget. So you need to start with some tomato cages. You can buy these really cheap, even off season. Check places like Ocean State Job Lot, Walmart. You're gonna start by flipping these upside down, and then you are going to use a big styrofoam ball on the top of these. I'm checking to see what size I got so that you know. Hold on. Balls. I'm typing balls into my search history. Great. You know, the weird thing about Amazon is that they make it very hard for you to see like which version of something you bought. Which size did I buy? I will figure it out and I will put it in the description box down below because we don't need to sit here and watch me do this. Then you're going to need a pool noodle. You can get these from the Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree was actually selling black ones for Halloween, which was great. Like if you see those, buy them up because I feel like that's such a great color. We're gonna use them in a later DIY for this video. And then I spray painted them white, and you're gonna zip tie these into the tomato cage to kind of be like little arms. So I'm using Dollar Tree zip ties and just zip tying these into place. When you're using a pool noodle that's been spray painted, the spray paint is gonna sort of like crackle and fall off as you're doing it. So you wanna manage it and like handle it as little as possible. Okay, next what you're gonna need to do is you're going to string your tomato cage in lights. You can buy string lights at the Dollar Tree, especially around Christmas. They always have the string lights. I went for some battery packed ones. I use them at Christmas, I use them at Halloween, I use them just like for decorating in general. And then you're gonna cover the entire thing in a white sheet. You can find really cheap sheets, obviously at like Walmart. We're not talking about Egyptian cotton here. We're making a ghost, you know? And then you're going to cover your ghost in creepy cloth. I'm calling it creepy cloth because that's what Dollar Tree calls it. I had a big package left over from last Halloween that I didn't use that was more of a pure white, which you see me putting on here. But Dollar Tree also sells the creepy cloth, which is more of an off-white, which I'm showing you here. And I actually ended up like layering both just to get the look of both, but you could 100% go for all Dollar Tree creepy cloth. I ended up making 3 sizes of ghosts, and I would say for the smaller ones, you probably need like 2 packages of the creepy cloth. If you're gonna do one of the really tall guys, you would need probably 4. This ghost, like the more you layer onto it, the better it looks. And then that essentially is it for your ghost frame. And you can now add whatever face you want to add. You can either use black felt or just like black construction paper, totally works too. If you type in tomato cage ghosts onto like Google Images, you'll get all sorts of different faces to give you inspiration. And then I had these solar lanterns that I had bought, I don't even know when, and so I ended up zip tying them onto the hands of 2 of my ghosts. Like if you want something to make these ghosts look extra adorable, you gotta put something in their hands. So I put the little solar lights in 2 of them. These things are so stinky cute. Now depending on where you're putting them, they're not super heavy. Okay, so if you're gonna put them out in your lawn, you're gonna wanna weigh them down. If they're just going like up on your doorstep or whatever, they may be fine. Now I did make one really tall one as well, so I wanna show you how I did that. Why did I need one that was as tall as me? I don't know. I got a little bit ahead of myself. But I basically just flipped 2 of them upside down and then I just zip tied them together. There's a huge spider. There's a huge spider. There's a huge spider. No, no, no. Alright, well, I caught it. Now what? Ah! Oh my god, it's jumping. Ah! Oh my god. Why would you make a spider that can jump? Spider, I'm trying to save your life. Ooh. Ah! Oh my god, I thought it was touching me. It's just a zip tie. I did still just use a twin sheet. In the back, it's open a tiny bit, so it depends on where you're putting this. I knew that the back of mine was just gonna be like facing the back of my yard and nobody was gonna see it. But something to consider if you are gonna do a really big one, I would say mine's like maybe 5 feet tall. Alright, a quick break. I want to tell you about the sponsor for today's video, which is BetterHelp. I've been telling you guys about BetterHelp for a little while. BetterHelp is essentially the world's largest therapy service that is 100% online. I feel like the older I get, especially like the more I get into motherhood, the more I realize the importance of taking care of my mental health. I heard a quote the other day that literally has like, I cannot stop thinking about it. Essentially, your relationship with your boss has a greater impact on your health than your relationship with your doctor. Like that idea that we all think about like our physical health, but we forget how much mental health impacts our physical health as well. Like if you don't have a good relationship with your boss, this person you're working with all of the time, it's going to impact your mental health, and that is thus going to impact your physical health. I could go on a whole tangent about this, but basically I invest a lot of time in caring for my mental health just as much as I do my physical health. And so if you're somebody who's needing help in that department, BetterHelp can be a great partner because, like I said, it is 100% online. So you can meet with your therapist, whether it's by video call, by text, you want to just like chat on the phone, and you do it all on your schedule from your house. You don't have to make some special appointment and like drive to the office or whatever. You go on the app or on their website, you answer a couple of questions. They're going to pair you with a therapist that they think is a right pair for you. They literally have 30,000 licensed therapists in their network. If you're interested in trying it yourself, you can get 10% off your first month using my link, which is betterhelp.com/butfirstcoffee. That is betterhelp.com/butfirstcoffee. Also put a link to it in the description box down below. Okay, next up, while we are talking about the Dollar Tree pool noodles, we're also going to bring in the Dollar Tree broomstick. The first thing we're going to create is this Halloween like tree. Now, I was inspired by Bargain Bethany. She's one of my YouTube pals. She does like amazing Dollar Tree DIYs, and she had done like a fall tree. When I saw it, I thought it was really genius for Halloween because last year I got like all these black sticks and I spray painted them all black and I wrapped them in Halloween lights and I put them on our front porch, and they were so cute, but they were so hard to like adhere to the posts in my front yard. And so when I saw the tree, the Dollar Tree tree, I was like, that's a better solution. So I'm starting with the Dollar Tree broomstick, and I'm putting one of the Dollar Tree black pool noodles over the top of it to give it the look of thickness. It's also gonna make it really easy to make this tree. I'm then going to hot glue this into the bottom of a black trash bin from the Dollar Tree. You wanna use like the whole pool noodle so you have like good surface to attach it to the bottom of the trash bin. And then I'm using some cut up pieces of another pool noodle just to like support it. I'm putting a little bit of just like brown craft bag. I literally just took a Dollar Tree bag, like ripped it up and stuck it on there. And then I bought a couple bags of these black river stones you can get in the craft section at the Dollar Tree, like the floral section. And I'm just gonna put those on top. That's not only going to add weight so that this stays like way down wherever you put it, but it's also just looks really good. Okay, so first I wanted to see how this would work with Dollar Tree floral picks, and it was great because the pieces were so easy to stick into the pool noodles because it's just like foam. So you could just sort of create this whole thing using Dollar Tree floral picks for Halloween if you wanted to. But I ended up taking this home because, like I said, I had all these black branches from last year's DIY, and you can buy these black branches like this. I'll link them down below, or even just go in your backyard, find some sticks and spray paint them black. These were thicker, so I was able to shove a couple of them into the foam of the pool noodle and quickly realized I wouldn't be able to make my whole tree this way, so I ended up using a little floral wire and just wrapped it around the twigs around the tree trunk. Then I went in and filled empty spaces with Dollar Tree floral picks, sticking them into the pool noodle foam. You can also stick some sticks right down the center of the broom hole. Once I was done, I had this like black cording that I got at the Dollar Tree craft section for Halloween. I just wrapped this around the trunk to make it look more finished and complete, and then I just added Halloween lights that I had before. Again, you can get string lights for Halloween at the Dollar Tree, but I already owned these ones, and I was really happy with how this one turned out. At first, as I was making it, I wasn't too sure, but you gotta trust the process, and it really comes together super great. It is so big and impressive using mostly Dollar Tree stuff or found stuff that you can find like in your backyard. Okay, another hack using the Dollar Tree broomsticks. They come out with a ton of cute Halloween signs this time of year. They do for all of the holidays. And some of them are like little yard ones, and they're super cute, but using a Dollar Tree broomstick, you can combine multiple of these together into something bigger and taller. So I ended up taking a handful of the different cute Halloween signs from the Dollar Tree, and I literally just would like hot glue them onto the broomstick and combine them into these like bigger long poles. And so you basically went from a little yard sign that was maybe like 2 feet tall into one that's probably 3 or 3.5 feet tall. So it's much more substantial. All right, last little hack using the pool noodles once again. I saw these door hangers that were like witches' legs, and I grabbed some not knowing exactly what I was gonna do with them, but then I realized that like the little legs were actually tights. So I cut these off the door hanger, and then I shoved them over the top of pool noodles and just cut them off, and now you created sort of like a substantial little leg essentially. And I stuck these underneath my doormat, and so they look like a little like, you know, like Ding Dong the Witch is Dead. Wizard of Oz, right? I just love this. It was literally like 2 products from the Dollar Tree. I think it was such a great little upgrade of using both the pool noodles and these little like witches thing.
Okay, to finish this video, I just want to share other Dollar Tree decor that I did this year because it's not exactly Dollar Tree specific, but super simple and budget friendly. So I hang floating candles and witches hats from the ceilings of my porch. You can get these witches hats for like $1 or $2. Some years you can even get them at the Dollar Tree. It is a super affordable decor DIY. I just use fishing wire. I tie it into the top of the hat and then I hang it from the ceiling with some push pins. And then the floating candles are a little more money, and I do highly recommend you get ones with a timer so you don't have to turn them on and off every single night. But again, using push pins, I just hung these as well. And I think it's a really super easy and affordable DIY. You can do this in like literally a half an hour and you get a super good bang for your buck. And you could even do these inside if you wanted, like above a mantle or in a hallway.
All right, my friends, that does it. Just a couple amazing Halloween DIYs that you can do using mostly stuff from the Dollar Tree and or affordable stuff. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others, please, please. I'll see you all in my next video.